Sagittarius family, hello and welcome to your September 2024 Tarot forecast. I'm Ms. Eden, and Sagittarius, I'm so happy you're here. Welcome. This is going to be a general reading for my Sagittarius sun, moon, and rising sign. Y'all, if you don't know your moon or rising sign, a quick Google search for a birth chart calculator, or there's plenty of free astrology apps that you can download that'll give you that information as well, y'all. Don't sweat it, Sagittarius. If you don't catch this video right after I post, know that whatever time you happen to click upon this video or feel the tingle, the pull to maybe sit down and finally watch, that is the time for you to receive this message. And I do hope that there's something in this message for you, Sagittarius family. So, to all of my subscribers, welcome back. I'm so glad to see you. I'm glad to feel your vibe, let's say. And to all the new subscribers, welcome. I am so happy you have joined the fam. And to all the new subscribers, I love comments, hearing your feedback about these readings. How do they hit for you? Or how are they not hitting for you? I want to hear either way. All right, Sagittarius family. So welcome back to those fam who've been rocking with me, and welcome to the new family. Super glad all of y'all are here. Sending y'all so much love. Thank you to all of you for your comments, your subscriptions, your likes, your shares. I'm just so blown away by how this family's growing, and just the love and the light and the compassion that I see coming out of our growing family. If y'all want to keep growing this family, know that I do have an Instagram as well. That link's in my bio, and you can head on over there and follow me over there to check out some posts and things that don't always cross over to my YouTube. So yeah, that's my plug, Sagittarius. All right. Let me go through my little mental checklist. I believe that's everything. All right. Let's talk a little bit, Sag, about the astrology coming into September. Now, right off the bat, 1st of September, we have Uranus going retrograde. What? Right? Like, just as soon as Mercury comes out of retrograde at the end of August, boom, Uranus goes retrograde. Uranus is in the sign of Taurus at the moment. Uranus is the planet of the bringer, I should say, of sudden and great change. It is the earth shaker, the god of lightning in classic mythology. So, and also, like, I believe, like, the god of the universe, right? Like, Uranus oversees, like, the whole universe and creation. It's like the big papa up there, right? To kind of smack you down and teach you the lessons the hard way. So Uranus is going to be retrograding starting September 1st, and that's going to be going through the end of November, y'all. That same day, Pluto, which is currently retrograding right now, will slide back into the sign of Capricorn. It's been doing this interesting dance between Capricorn and Aquarius of late. And it will be moving back into Capricorn for its final pass in that sign for the next about 230 to 50 years or so, okay? That's a big deal, because when Pluto shifts signs, these are all about big paradigm shifts for the masses, all right? Because these planets' transits are so slow because they're so far out there. Or dwarf planet, I guess I should say, for Pluto, whatever. Come at me with that. I'm going to try and be, I know it's like astronomy, astrology, right? One's far more, esoteric than the other. So, but I'm still trying to keep my I's dotted and my T's crossed, y'all. So, this is a big deal. I bring this up, let me not digress, because that movement back into Capricorn, Pluto is going to be hitting the final degree, what we call the anaretic degree of Capricorn. And that's like a full moon energy on steroids. Finalities, endings, culminations, wrap-ups, learning from the past, from the entire cycle we've been through to step forward into a new cycle, a new path with that knowledge, awareness, and wisdom. Ooh, so Pluto's going to be moving into Aquarius from Capricorn in, I believe, November is that shift finally into Aquarius energy, where it's going to move into Aquarius and not look back. But Pluto will be retrograding through Capricorn for the next few months, and that retrograde will end in early October. Again, it'll take about another month before Pluto finally moves into September in early November. Rhymin'. But it's going to be a huge shift for these paradigm structures. These top-down power dynamics are going to be shaken. Anything that is not built on solid foundation, which a lot of these aren't, y'all, because it's all about me, I, ego, power, right? That's going to fall. A lot of that's going to be tested, and a lot of these changes and this fast pace that I was talking about in some of my astrology updates in the last month or so, the pace is picking up now, September through the rest of the year. All right, y'all. With Uranus and Taurus too, we could see an uptick in weather-related activity to do with storms, lightning, wind. Uranus in Taurus, right? Earth sign with that Taurus energy. So we're thinking volcanoes and earthquakes we might hear more of. And we've definitely been hearing the rumblings, literally and figuratively, of those kind of events happening throughout the summer, right? This is going to be a big shift with truths coming to light about this ego-oriented power structure. And it's going to be a lot of commotion as this old power structure starts to fade into the past. You know, old power, any kind of power structure doesn't like to lose power, so it might get a little spicy, y'all, for the remainder of the year. Okay, keeping it moving. On the 2nd of September, we have a new moon in Virgo, which is perfect for planting those new seeds for projects, endeavors, ideas that are really sparking your joy. Virgo is the perfect nurturing earth sign to give your seeds of ideas and creation that nourishment that it needs to grow, right? So beautiful new moon on the 2nd that you should definitely work with and take advantage of to seed any new ideas that you've been wanting to see come into fruition. On the 17th of September, we have a full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. That is going to be a very dreamy, intuitive lunar eclipse. And there's this overall theme right now, and we'll talk a little bit more about that, of Pisces energy in a lot of the planets, and our connection to our spiritual side, this pull to really re-examine and strengthen our connection with our spirituality, y'all. So have y'all been feeling some of that, Sagittarius? Let me know. I know I've definitely been feeling it. Sorry, I keep messing with my hair. I'm just like, it doesn't look right. It's not as full as it needs to be. Additional notes to keep in mind is at the beginning of September, in addition to Pluto being retrograde, we have Saturn currently retrograding in Pisces and Neptune retrograding in Pisces, which Neptune is Pisces' home planet, so it's very much at home in Pisces. But those two planets are retrograding in the sign of Pisces. So a lot of pull, Saturn, that taskmaster, right? Discipline, very strict, right? But they want you to get strict about your spirituality. Again, Pisces energy. Get strict about our connection to our spiritual side and how that can lift us up and empower us, right? That's going to be a big theme with all these planets, big planets actually, in the signs of Pisces. Yeah. So y'all, it's going to be important during this period we're in to remain very objective. There's going to be a lot of shifts, a lot of sudden changes, a lot of truths coming to light. Be critical thinkers during this time. Do your research. Don't take anything at face value. Check your sources. Check their sources. Double check the sources. Bring that Virgo energy in there with you, right? To double check and declutter all the unnecessary bullshit, because there's going to be a lot of truths, but a lot of kind of veiled, like mistruths that are going to be trying to like, oh, no, that's not what you actually saw. Like, no, it was this thing, right? So again, staying very objective, not letting all these sudden changes rock us, anticipating that we are going to have a lot of shifting energy through the remainder of this calendar year. And just that change is part of life, y'all. It's the one constant thing in life is change. So if we can be flexible with that, if we can have our own toolbox with our grounding techniques and strategies that can keep us solid and stable with ourselves as the world is shifting around us, is going to be really important during this period. Beautiful Sagittarius. So with all that said, let's get into your tarot reading, y'all. And again, if you've made it this far and you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and click that subscribe button, y'all. Let's keep growing that family. Sagittarius, here you are coming into the month of September, the Hierophant. This is the card of Taurus. This is a deeply spiritual card, but also the card of like organized, learned, like the keys of knowledge lay at your feet, researched kind of spirituality, formal spirituality, organized religion, power structures, dynamics, control, that sort of thing. But this can also be about knowing, like learning so much that you're kind of like a pro in your field and you can share your knowledge with others. For some of my Sagittarius, this is not maybe touching on so much the spiritual esoteric side, but the Hierophant can also be a card about commitments and marriages. So some of my Sagittarius coming to September might have commitments or marriage on the mind, y'all. And we're going to see that and coming up in the reading a little bit later. Again, that emphasis on maybe like connections with one other person. But for those of you where that's not applicable, because again, this is a general reading for my Sag, then it is a call to really dive deep into learning about spiritual, esoteric matters, right? Kind of honing your knowledge in the spiritual realm, all right? And then kind of bringing that back out and grounding it into the 3D, not just keeping it up there in our heads where it's all just kind of scattered and, you know, it's like, no, now I can teach this almost, right? So there you are, Sag, coming into September. And yeah, matters of the heart. Y'all might have, again, for some of y'all with that, if that marriage card or that commitment card is hitting for y'all, then here you are. It's all about matters of the heart for y'all. It's like new beginnings. New things are driving your heart to flutter, right? Your cup overfloweth coming into September. That's beautiful. That's a lovely energy to have. Like, I feel like a lot of my Sag are feeling pretty good. This is the energy, sorry, I don't know if I said this, that is crossing my Sag coming into the month, the Ace of Cups. So yeah, like your cup, your emotional cup is literally overflowing. You have so much that you can even offer to others, right? All these wonderful new heart-centered, coming from the heart, sourcing from the heart, ideas and new beginnings, right? So again, just wow, Sag. Here's where your reading starts to get a little tricky, a little dicey. It's not all, you know, roses and sun drops for my Sag in September, I'm sorry to say. At the base of your reading is a little bit of uncertainty, Sag. Pardon me, just need to take a quick swig. An uncertainty of when your ships are coming in. 3 of Wands reversed. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, Sag, a lot of your reading is Wands and Cups. So about how you're using your energy to create, what kind of sparks of creativity are we feeling, that fire inside of us, and then matters of the heart, Wands and Cups. So yeah, y'all at the base of your reading, like, you might have kind of this like lovey-dovey stuff going on. Your heart, you might be feeling really good, really secure in the heart, but you're still like, there's a little bit of uncertainty there about like, you're waiting for something to happen. We might have, I mean, that Hierophant wasn't upside down, but we did come out of a Mercury retrograde cycle, so we might have hit some delays, some setbacks, and now that Mercury is direct as of the end of August, we can start seeing progress on things that may have hit bumps in throughout August. All right, y'all, so I'm curious, like, what ships are some of my Sagittarius waiting to come in? Here you are, Sagittarius, King of Wands. There you are, fire sign. There's my Sages. This could also be a masculine fire sign energy, beyond just maybe representing you, Sagittarius, yourself. This could be a masculine fire sign that's affecting things in the past. This is in the past position, so coming into September, pardon me, leaving August, some of my Sagittarius are like have been totally in control of their energy, knowing how to wield it, knowing what they want to create, knowing the path that they need to get there, and Spirit's been there and been like, oh, all right, okay, I see what you're doing. I can help support that now because you're showing me the direction you want to go. So this is in the past. Again, it could be also a very fire sign, creative, fiery, energetic, lively, engaging, like enrapturing, like someone you just can't take your eyes off kind of energy that you've been dealing with. Maybe you're that energy, Sag. Yeah. But crowning my reading for my Sag, it's like it's getting complicated for y'all this month, is the Devil. So again, maybe some of that block at your base why you aren't sure where your ships are is because there's some shit with a T that y'all need to figure out and suss out with your own bad habits and trappings and self-defeating behaviors and tendencies. The Devil is all about like kind of focusing more on our vices, focusing more on like, oh, like all this in the physical, these material aspects of life that really just chain us up. They don't enlighten us, they chain us down. The pull for more money, the pull for a bigger house, the pull for, I don't know. I mean, even now I can't get over how like everything's seasonal, including like bed sheets. Like you need a new set of bed sheets and bedding for every freaking season every year. I'm like, no, I thought it was just like, one or two or three sets. So you had, to change out when one was in the wash and that was it. But it's like the excess of materialism, of our vices, of our self-defeating habits, patterns, things that we say, things that we do to ourselves, vices that hold us back is crowning your reading. So what vices is my Sag? What vices are popping up for my Sag during all these planets with their retrograde cycles, this big shift from Pluto and Capricorn into Pluto and Aquarius? There's a lot of clearing work for us as the collective that's coming out. So this is the card that's calling you to clear that which only holds you back. And it's going to have something to do with like materialism or vices, drinking, smoking, drugs, sex, food, social media, right? Any of that. And that's probably what's blocking that at the base, right? That's why your ships aren't allowed to come in, Sag, until you deal with it. The universe is not having it right now. Uranus in retrograde in Taurus, Pluto moving from Capricorn, dancing into Aquarius, kind of back and forth. The universe ain't having it. You either grow up and glow up, or you just get left in the doldrums. You don't get the handout from the universe for the next steps. You got to show them, you got to work. And you've been doing that. Remember, you've been that King of Wands energy. You've been showing the universe. Keep it up. So whatever's going to pull at your distractions, pull at those things that my Sagittarius knows are going to throw them off their paths, are going to throw them off their spiritual side. I'm even picking up, like maybe it is, for those of you where that Hierophant's about commitment, maybe it's the partner. Maybe it's the other person that's that Devil energy. Because here you are coming up in the future in September. So this will be in the September. Reverse Two of Cups. Yeah. It like started out like commitments and relationships, I think, are on your mind. Matters of the heart, Sagittarius, for many of my Sag coming into the month. But some of my Sag, it's like going from commitment and marriage to like breakups. Or disalignment. Like you're just like, whoa, I don't think this person and I are actually really connected. And this does not have to mean only romantic commitments. This can be a business partnership, a friendship, but it is usually a relationship with one other person that is very close. But again, it does not have to be romantic. So yeah, it's just like this hard shift I'm picking up. Like matters of the heart were on your mind coming into the month. Maybe you were looking a little bit optimistic. Maybe some of y'all kind of felt the tidal wave that was coming, right? This like upset, and you kind of had an inkling about what was going to happen, right? But some of y'all were like will be blindsided a little bit. Those of y'all who aren't watching this video, by the disalignment in this pair, your connection with this one other person. It's going to be like a huge shift. And I'm wondering too, because that second half of the month, we have that full moon, full moon lunar eclipse in Pisces. Full moons, endings, culminations, wrap-ups, letting go, right? We're being asked to clear a lot. So Pisces, I just had this pop. I'm sorry, I just said Pisces. We're in a lot of Pisces energy right now is what I meant. Sagittarius, this just popped into my head, so I have to speak to it. Whoever your partnership is the devil. For some of you, that devil energy. You need to that's what you need to clear, is the partnership. This is not an advice. I'm not telling all y'all, if you're in partnership and connected with someone, or a business partnership, I'm not saying all y'all to like ghost them and break up or leave. But those of you who already are vibing that, who kind of know, and I'm speaking to like that gut feeling in you, it's your partner. Like you were doing all hot, like you were doing really good, cup overfloweth, and the partner is the thing that's dragging you down. Yeah. Either it's like the situation with them and this disconnect that's happening, or it's literally like the partner themselves, and maybe that a big change has happened in their personality that you're just like, we just don't rock together anymore. And it's throwing off your energy. So you went from coming in the past, the King of Wands, remember? Like you're in control of your energy, you're fiery, you're creative, you're feeding all that beautiful. I mean, that is the Sagittarius card. And here is a reversed Page of Wands. So again, this could indicate an actual young fire sign, masculine energy that's affecting you right now. This is in the right now position for my Sag. But I do think this is just, again, like this is what I keep seeing. It's like you started off strong. You were coming in like in August, maybe y'all were doing really well, and then September is like throwing y'all for a loop, disconnecting you from your energy, from spirit. And yet simultaneously there's this infinite emphasis to gain more knowledge of your spiritual side and strengthen that side with the Hierophant and the King of Wands. And I think that strengthening some of that knowledge is really lifting a lot of y'all's hearts, that Ace of Cups, where it's not, for those of you who it's not pertaining to like a partnership, a relationship. Your hopes and fears are that you are just straight up not going to be victorious with your energy, with this person, with this collaboration, this connection, this relationship, or with whatever, with these ships that you're waiting to have come in. Reversed Six of Wands. Again, a lot about your energy, a lot about matters of the heart. So this is about victory being delayed, not getting your victory, but it's in the hopes and fears. So you're like, oh crap, I'm afraid I'm not going to be victorious in this matter that is really, oh man, it's like a snake just kind of like going through all the different elements and aspects of your life this month that's entangling everything. And it's like making shit tricky for you to envision how you're going to be successful moving forward. This is not a card about, oh, you're not going to be victorious, you're going to be a failure. No, this is your hopes and fears, right? Like you were seeking victory, you want the victory, right? You want to ride that high horse into town, but from the way things are going to be playing out in September for you, you're like, I'm not sure if victory is possible. And so your final message, I should say, for the end of this spread is the Two of Wands. It's like, you know that with all this commotion and disconnect and temptation with that Devil card, these emotional matters of the heart, which could be going either really great for some of my Sagittarius or really bad for others. You know, objectivity, sitting on your perch and looking out at everything that's happening with a broader perspective and waiting. Again, wait for your ships to come in. Remember how I said you had shit to learn first? You don't know everything yet, Sagittarius. That's the thing. You don't know everything yet that you need to for those next steps. And so I think a lot of my Sagittarius are going to find it by the end of September, as this month rolls on, that you're going to be perfectly okay with taking a step back and looking at things objectively. Remember the beginning when I said all these changes, all these sudden shifts, these rapid changes on the larger scale for us as humanity, but also a lot of rapid and sudden changes for us as individuals in our own individual lives. You're okay with pulling back for a minute and being like, whoa, I need to catch my breath. Again, these last two cards fell out, and I wanted to speak to them. Right now, it's going to be really important, Nine of Wands, that you hold very strong boundaries. That's, again, why I'm thinking, for some of y'all, where this partnership, you're knowing, it's like that red flag is gnawing away or waving like crazy, like a, flag in an F5 tornado inside your head. You're like, red flag, red flag. Like, you need to set boundaries this month. Boundaries are going to be very important to give you clarity and the ability to step back and disconnect, to get an objective perspective, Sagittarius, because there's something not right. That's why I'm like, something with that Hierophant and then Justice reversed. Someone's not being truthful. Someone's not being honest. Y'all might need to go back and rework. I mean, again, I'm like, commitments and marriages, this might be about divorces for some of y'all. I'm so sorry to hear that if that's the case. Sending y'all so much love and light. I know that not all shifts and changes, many of them, in fact, are not easy or comfortable or friendly. So yeah, this is about truth. This is about balance. This is about karma. And boy, is there some fucking karma, like, for y'all this month. Oh my God. And I missed a card. Oh, wow. Okay. So hold on. I got to back it up a little bit. Right. It's fine. But I'm so glad I looked down again. After that Page of Cups and the here and now, here's where you are right now. Here's how other people are seeing you. So I didn't reorder the cards in a bad way. I still got that victory is still your hopes and fears, right? But what I missed was how other people are seeing you. And someone's seeing people are seeing your fortune change for the worse. Sorry, Sag. Some of y'all might be having a fortune backslide, downslide, the wheel. But here's what to take away from this. Okay, a lot of things for us, like I said, are coming to light from within that need to be dealt with and cleared so that we can gain perspective and ultimately be victorious. Again, you're going to flip that freaking victory card on its head and ride into town victorious, and people are going to see you. All right, that's hopes and fears. Don't give in to the fear, Sag. However, the Wheel of Fortune, it's a good reminder that, again, the only constant in life is change. When it's upside down, that means the change that's coming for you isn't exactly what you wanted, or maybe going to be super pleasant. It might be what I call a learning opportunity. So keep that in mind for this month, y'all. Know that there is some dishonesty and some stuff that you really have to suss out the truth of. With that Justice reverse, you need to hold your boundaries with other people, other situations, and I think you know exactly who or what you need boundaries with. And allow yourself to work through and release those trappings that only serve the negative, that bring you bad, right? So that you can truly just step into your spiritual power, right? And that you will know exactly which way to go, and then your ships will come in. All right, beautiful Sag. Sending you so much love for this month, y'all. If you haven't subscribed and you made it all the way through, go ahead and click the subscribe button. Love you guys so much. I hope this month it is a learning opportunity. Please let me know how this hits for you, whatever you feel like sharing. Much love, Sag fam.